over wild horses and whether they can continue to roam freely here or be auctioned to anyone who will buy them, including overseas slaughterhouses.
A local nonprofit has worked for years to maintain their horse populations, and now, after its success, their eyes are turning toward helping other parts of our state before it's too late. Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett has the story.
They're part of the natural beauty of the Salt River, and people from across the world come out every single year hoping to catch a glimpse of these gorgeous horses. But their lives could have been much different if it wasn't for these guys.
And I see people from all over the world. Ladies come in and it's a lifetime dream. They start crying when they see them. It's pretty impressive.
Right now we're paddling the lower Salt River looking for the Salt River wild horses.
Simona Netherlands has made it her life's work to care for and protect these wild horses.
So right now we have 313 Salt River wild horses, and we have them all logged in a database. So we know each and every one of them. So these horses are so important because they are a historic remnant of our old pioneering days in Arizona. And people love to see them on the river. So we've done DNA research on them, and there's a lot of Spanish blood, and that means that they came here originally with the Spanish explorers who came through this area.
But to protect them is not easy. Netherlands started the Salt River Horse Management Group in 2014.
So back then we presented the proposal to the Forest Service. Instead of removing them, let's manage them humanely so that the public can enjoy them for centuries to come. And we're very happy that they gave us a chance to manage these horses humanely, because through that program, we have already actually prevented 500 horses from being born. And just calculate how much money that's already saved the government.
Her idea? Control the population of horses so it doesn't get out of control by darting the mares once a year with birth control. They don't charge the forest anything, as the nonprofit is supported solely by public donations and volunteers. And it appears to be working. In 2019, more than 100 foals were born, but thanks to the group's efforts in 2020, only 16 were born. Better numbers came in 2021 with only 2 foals, and last year only 1 was born. So far this year, just 2 foals. The group tracks all the horses' whereabouts on this app.
And so this is Max. So we have followed Max his entire life from the time he was a little foal, see how cute he was, to right now.
I just wander around looking for horses. I try to track them and know who's where.
Volunteer Rick Blanford tracks the horses every day.
I started with photography. And then after I started photographing the horses, I started thinking, well, I need to do something to help them.
So they're right past this stump. So what I want us to try to do is not scare them. So we're going to walk with the little bow around them.
Volunteer Steve Nernick,
Kind of a jack of all trades.
he helps the group with all their programs. From fixing broken fences so horses don't wander onto the roads, to patrolling the area, darting mares, and rescuing injured horses.
To think that you're 20 miles from downtown Phoenix and you see first of all, such a beautiful place, and then you see all these beautiful wild animals, it really is, it's a throwback to the Old West. It's really quite amazing.
People ask us a lot, well, they're wild horses, don't they manage themselves? But there's actually a lot behind the scenes that we need to do to keep them happy and healthy and keep the public safe and healthy as well.
Netherlands says that they're the only organization in Arizona that manages wild horses humanely, and now her eyes are set on expanding and helping others.
The Apache Sitgreaves Forest Service decided that in Alpine they should remove all of the wild horses, and it's very, very sad, because if they would just use birth control to prevent them from growing too fast, then the public could still see those horses.
A spokesperson for the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest in northern Arizona tells Fox 10 they have between 300 to 500 horses remaining on the Alpine and Springerville Ranger districts. The forest's goal? To remove them all. They claim the horses are humanely gathered at trap sites, then auctioned to the public.
Because the auctions that they go to are auctions without limitation to slaughter. So, slaughtering, for them to end up in a slaughterhouse versus the beautiful idyllic lives they led is just an atrocity. We cannot stand that happening to wild horses, and neither can the public. It's just simply not what the public wants.
In June, Netherlands and her team quickly raised the funds to rescue 70 alpine wild horses from auction, including this little guy and his mom. Netherlands says she tried to convince the forest to let her humanely dart the horses free of charge, but to no avail. The forest says the management of the unauthorized horses is not an option allowable by federal law for the Apache Sitgreaves National Forests.
Just imagine these horses will continue to breed, and then they will have to continue to round them up every year. And that actually cost them so far over $2 million to remove 350 horses.
In a statement, the forest tells Fox 10 these feral horses are causing excessive damage to forest resources, including harmful effects to the habitats of federally threatened and endangered species in the area, as well as outcompeting native inhabitants of the Apache National Forest. They go on to say that the drought has worsened these issues and that the decision for removal is a necessary step to ensure that the Apache National Forest is healthy and sustainable for years to come. For now, Netherlands says her fight is only just beginning.
So why not control their population humanely so that the public can still see them, so that it doesn't cost the taxpayer a ton of money, and that so the horses can be happy here, where they belong, where they've lived for centuries.
For Fox 10 News, I'm Stephanie Bennett.
Tonight we're learning about the